know who you are. I don't know why you're hiding your face. I'm hiding from you. We know who you are.
All right.
That's silly. That's silly.
to North American
I'm not hiding because I want to hide myself.
There is a set of people.
The new form of slavery. So what do you believe? Black man,
You know what?
give him money and you sell his brothers.
You know what?
Give his brothers the education they need.
Slavery is economic.
Content over everything.
It's economic. If you can keep me,
It's been
if you
since
can
the
keep me
dawn of
owing you
time,
money,
slavery was
you
there.
can keep me owing you money. You own me. Right? The banks are doing that.
I know that. I know. But then.
But he's referring to
Slavery is
Slavery, the Western civilization beats his chest and says, we demolished slavery. No, they changed the term labor force and they gave them 5p an hour job.
But now, there's two types of slaves now. There's two types of slaves now. There's two types of slaves now.
You know,
There's-
labor force and 5p an hour job.
There's
That's
two
it.
types. There's two types of
They're
slaves.
happy.
In it, there's two types of slaves now. Like when you say, when you know, when a man intelligence in the right way wouldn't allow himself to be a slave. Unless you physically.
What do you mean by
What
slave?
do you mean?
A slave is someone that's held into bondage and do work.
No, but when we as a Muslim speak, sorry, when we as a Muslim speak, our definition of slavery is totally different than what you said. Bandage slavery.
But that's
From a
what we
Muslim.
got. That's what we
Yeah,
going
I
through.
get
So
it.
whatever you know,
Yeah.
I'm telling you about my history. Whatever history.
Modern slavery now.
But you
get the
but you're judging the
You guys, where you from? Huh?
you know you're judging the what's the transatlantic slavery.
But that's
When the ancient slavery, which was from the beginning of time,
I'm not talking about that.
now it's taking a different form.
I'm talking about that. That's
and it
too
was a
much.
way of life
That's
at that
too much.
time.
That's too much.
That's
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to eliminate all of that.
Yes, we need to defy it.
But that's what I'm saying.
No, you said slavery.
Yeah.
They're all right.
And it's a-
You say North American slavery.
That's a different way. That's a
That's
different
what I'm
case.
saying. I'm talking about.
That's a totally different case. Everybody is against it.
North American
Everybody is against it.
Is against which one?
No.
The transatlantic.
No. Yeah, everybody. But if you say that I'm gonna judge slavery with the goggles of the North America as slave and the history of mankind, then you are not justifying the history of mankind. No, the mankind. The mankind itself, it has to survive. I told you, we call it today labor force. It's nothing changed. Mankind needed, okay, born in a poor family and a rich family is a draw of a luck. How would thousands of years the poor survived? Through slavery.
Okay. Do you know what?
When we say slavery,
you know
when
what? You do.
the transatlantic one, we need to be careful.
Okay. Can I say something to you? Can I say something to you? Can I say something to you?
And plus, let me mention this. In Islamic slavery, they became the khalifas. They became the kings, the slaves. It's a different kind of slavery.
Look, this guy know a lot about
Like you are
slaves.
from the Caribbean.
No,
This guy
because
know a lot about
it's
slaves.
brother,
in Jamaica.
is it not in our traditions that there were slaves
But
that they
where
became
the
kings?
big, where the big crime, where
Yes.
the big crime starts. You know where the big crime starts?
Yes.
Is when they enslaved us 400 years ago. When the Jewish, the guy that was standing here just now, you know yeah.
Joseph is here.
Yeah.
Oh, flipping
So when
Did you talk to him?
Yeah.
He makes a lot of stuff.
so what happened when the Jewish man know that they took the original Jews away, they think to themselves, let us create a name for ourselves so that we can go to Israel. So they start to create being Jewish.
When did that idea first come about?
What about what?
What you just said?
Because
when
how
did it
else?
first come around?
How else?
How far back does it go?
I don't know how far back, but
60s? Ben Carter?
I know that they went. I know that the
60s,
UN.
that's all- it's
I
a
know that
cult.
the UN and the British come together and America and said, let us put them in that land and say they are,
Jerusalem.
and
Yeah,
say
in
and let
Palestine.
us say that they are Jews because the
I thought that
original
his
ones
whole
will
beliefs,
never
it's
find
a
out
cult, it's from the 60s.
because the original. The original Jews, the original Jews will never find out. The original Israelites, they will never find out. But then,
Are you a Hebrew Israelite?
We have Jews in Afghanistan, you know that.
are they white?
They look like me, but their color, blue eyes, blonde hair, and
Are you
they
joking?
call. No, I'm not. It's, they are. Nobody knows this. They because they are in a valley that is so harsh. There are people, and they call themselves the lost tribe of Jews.
But are they actually melanated people? Are they just white people?
God
Are they
knows.
albino?
How can you not know when you're talking about?
No, because they're there for hundreds of years. They are.
Sorry, are you a black Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah, yeah. And you know what the Hebrew.
I know, I've read about
And you
it.
know that I'm the
No,
real Hebrew
but
Israelite.
as a Islamic perspective, I think we believe that our Prophet ﷺ said that after my ummah, the biggest ummah will be from the Moses, from Musa alayhi salam. So we believe so many Jews believed in Moses, and maybe they scattered around the world.
But then you know what? You know what the confusion is? Your religion and majority of people from your country actually believe that the white man, the white Jewish man are actually the real Jews. They actually believe that.
No, yeah, of course, yeah. They do.
And that's what I'm trying to say. If someone of importance in your country should tell them
Myself,
that,
I didn't know there's a black Jew. before.
exactly, but we are the original. That's why they only went there. That's why they only went there. That's why they only went there in 1948. 1948, my dad was alive. You know, but before 400 years ago, who was occupying that land? Who was occupying that land before these white men went down there? No one, because it was just that now they make it a state, a Jewish state.
Yeah, Jewish, yeah.
And then they were meant to leave 4 years ago.
In 1915.
They're planning on going. They're planning on going, but they wanna go through the back door. They don't wanna do it. They don't wanna do it publicly. Like they don't wanna say, we're ready to go now. We're ready to give up these people their land. They don't wanna do it
the
like
Balfour
that.
Declaration. But there was the British promised Jerusalem 1917. They promised 3. They promised the Russians, they promised the Jews, and they promised the Arabs.
1960.
What did they promise?
Jerusalem.
See?
And we have letters because when the revolutionists killed the Tsar, they found letters that the British promised the Tsar that when you fight with us and we get conquer these lands, you will have it.
Yes. But that's perfect. That's perfect because the inhabitants of the land is not there. But we don't want that land again.
Are you Semitic? Do you consider yourself Semitic?
Well, that's another desert.
I don't. That Semitic is from Shem. It's from Shem. Yes.
So you consider yourself Semitic. So do you think Arabs are Semitic?
Do you think so? Because I know that
It depends, brother. It depends. When you say the word Arab now, right?
It's different.
It's a massive.
I wish my other guy was here when I was telling him.
So to me, Arab doesn't mean Semitic automatically.
Not now.
The Arabs of 1400 years ago, right? Look,
you're right.
Nothing like the Arabs.
That's what I was saying to this Arab guy. I said,
No, but he doesn't know. No.
He doesn't know. That's what I was saying to him.
Many of them are brainwashed, uneducated. So lots of Muslims will say lots of things.
Yes.
Right, but many Muslims are uneducated.
But there's a difference between Arabs and Muslim, bro. This is what we're saying, and they're not the same. I'm sorry to interrupt.
But I was answering that question.
Yes.
I was educated.
Good
that
question.
Yeah.
The point is, like, Arab is an ethnic term.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But it's also a lingo-ethnic term.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I know. You're right. You're not wrong.
So,
You're not wrong at all.
So to consider them Arabs or Semitic is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That's why.
Perhaps may I just add to that? Perhaps I think I agree to a large extent with what you're saying, because many people in Arab countries that could speak Arabic aren't originally Arabic. You look at, for example, Morocco, most of them are Amazighi. You look at Egypt, they're Nubian, right? So you're right here.
Right.
But I think
Jordan,
yeah.
Syria,
Yeah.
Northern Iraq, all of that, they're European Persian, Armenian. They're everything but. In fact, the reason I can speak on this is because this is what I do for a living.
Good. Share.
What you do for a living?
Right. I teach about the children of Israel and about the Arabs and about their history.
So let me ask you something. Do you think that the children of Israel are the one that's there now?
Right.
The ones that's in Israel now?
Okay. You're from Jamaica, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm also from Jamaica.
Yeah.
I'm maroon, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? So, yes, I know that we are the children of Israel. I know that we are.
Okay.
No. That's not an issue.
That's not the issue. That's not an issue at
But-
all.
but-
Tell him. Tell that guy there.
Look,
Joseph.
Joseph, right, you have to
I told you what Joseph says, you're gonna believe him? Joseph said what Joseph said.
many people, especially yourself, have to realize that there are people here who are creating conversation.
Yeah.
It's not really searching and talking. It's not dialogue for truth.
Yeah.
So let's not get that mixed up.
Yeah.
Right?
Waste time wasted. Yeah.
So look, what I would say is people, especially my people, right? What we need to do is because look, the world has lived and laboured under a lie for 2,000 years. Yeah, that lie is coming to light now.
Yeah.
What we need to do is not behave like. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest.
That's the best thing, my brother.
I'm going to be honest.
Be
yeah?
blunt and honest.
Right.
In
I'm
places
gonna be
you have to be.
honest. Right. Our people, the diaspora, the West African diaspora, who are Hebrew, you know, they're Hebrew. The rest of the world doesn't know that. Very few of them know that. Because they've been labouring under the lie that the European Jew is the children of Israel. Right. Now, but what we need to do, we need to be careful. Because if we just come out and say, we are the Jew, blah, blah, then what you're going to do, you're going to get people's backs up. Yeah. And that's not what you want to educate. What you want to do is say, look,
That's what it is.
So I've been studying this under genetics for a long time. Right, so people can accept what I say, well then reject it.
No, mashallah, brother, say it.
It's no problem. Right, to throw all of the European Jews out as not being children of Israel is wrong. Many of them are not. They don't have the genetic link. Right, no one needs to be told that I think that's quite obvious. But some of them who, right, and believe me, do not use phenotype to judge whether someone is something or not. Because when I did my DNA, I came out, as being Semitic, being from Levi, and being Cohen as well.
Did you call it Levi or Levi?
Levi, yeah, I say Levi, yeah, right? And Cohen, which means like coming from the priestly like caste as well. Now, when they were doing all the DNA research, they actually found that there were many of the European Jews, some of them, who were actually the children of Israel. So this idea that all of them are not, no, it's not true.
You mean the Caucasian ones?
Yeah, some...
Bullshit.
Okay.
Bullshit. There's no way a Caucasian man can be an Israelite.
My friend. Right.
He can do whatever he wants.
Listen to...
He says, I will raise nations.
No,
that's
brother,
different.
brother, right, listen. Well, you're saying bullshit.
Who is doing this DNA test? Who is doing
Listen.
this? No, we don't need DNA test.
No, brother.
Not because you teach it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to accept that we need DNA test to prove.
And what did I say at the beginning? What did
you say?
I said you can accept or reject, it's not a problem.
That's what I'm trying to say. But you're saying, oh, brother.
No, but I want us to have a dialogue based upon knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge, wisdom. Okay.
But the white man cannot be of Israel.
Brother, I can't have a conversation like that.
No, but then I'm saying to you, if you're gonna say to me, Jacob, from Jacob.
No, brother, listen to me, please.
Take the glasses of transatlantic slavery.
No, I'm not talking about transatlantic.
Brother, listen to me.
Then why is the white man cannot be
because
from the Israel?
from Jacob comes 12 tribes. Yeah?
But the brother studied.
Brother, listen.
I studied
knowledge.
What I studied.
No, brother,
too. Not because I didn't tell you what I studied doesn't mean that
The
I
brother
studied.
said you can believe me or not believe me.
Brother.
But you can believe me or not believe me.
I'm interested. I'm interested.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
No, I'm sorry.
Speak to him because what you're saying to me, if I don't agree, you're telling me, brother.
No, I'm saying let me finish. Is that not fair? Let me finish.
In his defense, I think he's trying to encompass.
Okay, right. To throw all of them out is wrong. Why? Because here's a simple test. In 3 generations, the phenotype of a people can change. The phenotype can change. So, for instance, even in my family, right, my father, right, is that color. My father is that color. Yeah, that's the typical color of the Ashanti people. My ancestors are Ashanti. Yeah, in West Africa. My wife is half Jamaican or half black Jamaican, and her father is white Jamaican. My father is full black Jamaican. You use the word black, I say Hebrew. Full Hebrew, yeah? And my mother has some English in her and some Hebrew, yeah? Now,
Is Hebrew a language or is it a people?
well, Hebrew is both. It's a people and a language.
I believe that Hebrew.
Okay.
I believe that if you speak Hebrew, then people just automatically say he's an Hebrew. But Hebrew is not a people.
Okay. So now, so between my father, myself, and my children, now I have some English mix in me, some Viking mix in there, right? My wife also has some English mix, right? But we're essentially Hebrew people. We're essentially like that.
Yeah.
Now, I have 3 daughters. The darkest one is probably that color. Yeah, right?
Which one?
Yeah. My eldest daughter is probably.
So what does to do with the white?
brother, hold
You're long-winded, man.
Patience.
No, it's not
Patience.
long-winded.
It's a virtue. But how can the white man in Israel become?
He's saying how it changes just.
Yeah,
He's
that's-
explaining.
But why
This
he's
is the
saying-
question. This is the answer.
But that's why I'm saying to me, white man
So
with
at
blonde
least let
hair.
him finish.
No, bro, look.
Patience, brother.
Okay. Well, what
I
I'll
don't
do-
want to know about
no,
you.
No, no,
like,
it's fine,
You
it's
can't
fine.
get knowledge like this,
it's
my
fine,
man.
it's fine.
You can't get knowledge like this.
Guys, it's all
He's
right.
telling me that it's Vikings
I'll speak
and
It's not edifying. No, you've got the floor.
No,
now, it's all
there's no
yours.
forum.
It's all yours.
I'm trying to listen to you, but you're telling me about
brother,
your
you're
children and how
brother,
they
you're
man.
telling
And
me how I should talk. Everyone, the people here want to listen.
I
If you
want
don't
to listen.
no,
I
you
want to
don't,
listen
because you
too,
keep
but skip
interrupting.
certain things.
You cannot skip knowledge, my brother,
is that
because your knowledge wouldn't be
So how
full.
is your
brother,
kid?
It will
how
be a
is your
defective
Brother,
knowledge.
no, brother.
Sorry, what
I don't want to get in an argument.
No,
with you.
it's not argument.
You
It's not
talk,
argument.
and then when the brothers want to listen to what I've got to say,
No.
then they can talk. It's fine.
What-
It's no
what
problem.
is-
You want him to not give you the
I'd like
evidence.
to. I'd like
Yeah,
to.
go and speak.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Go and speak to him because what he's saying
Take care, bro.
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, bro. You're telling me about your family.
See, knowledge expresses.
No, but come on.
Brother, how do you?
Come on.
how do you
knowledgeable
learn?
are
How
you?
do you
How
learn?
knowledgeable are you? How knowledgeable
I'm
are
a
you?
layman. I don't know much.
I don't know much either.
But you didn't let him explain.
But if something doesn't make sense to me, I'm just gonna nip it in the bud right there and then.
No, you cannot judge a book by its cover. Okay, if you never read a book in your life, and there are 3 books in front of you, and you pick up one book and read it and say, "This is the best book ever made," are you an intelligent person or a foolish person?
That's if I accept that the book is the best book ever.
No, that's my point.
But if I accept it,
Yes.
I can choose to accept it. I can say also that this is the worst book ever.
No, my question is, if you never read a book in your life and you don't know any book, there are 3 books. And if you read only one
I couldn't
and say,
remember.
"This is the best book ever,"
But remember, I can't read. How can it be the best book ever if I couldn't read and then I suddenly
you didn't
read
hear
a book?
my question.
You said if I
You
can't
said
read.
the brother was giving knowledge, and you said you know the knowledge. You need to
You
skip
said if you
certain
can't
things about
read,
knowledge.
if you can't read and someone placed up 3 books in front of you and you read one of them and you said this is the best book
My
ever,
point is,
that would be a dumb.
if you want knowledge,
I don't want knowledge. I don't
okay,
want
say
knowledge.
that
I don't
then.
want. I don't want knowledge from him. I don't want knowledge from you. Only thing I want is the truth. If the truth is
Your
knowledge,
truth.
your truth too.
No, but my truth may be different than your truth.
But then it can't be the truth if it's different.
So your truth is the truth and my truth is the false truth.
There's only one truth.
That's not what I
There's only
said.
one
You said
truth.
that.
There's only one
Okay,
truth.
do you believe your truth is the truth?
How can I believe my truth is the truth if we prove something to be true? If we prove something to be true,
No,
then
I'm
it's-
saying you're claiming
I'm not
that.
claiming nothing. I haven't claimed anything. You said
So what's your message?
My point to you,
No, your message.
my message to
Yeah,
who?
to me.
I don't have nothing for you. You are who you are.
No, we are human beings. We live as a species that we communicate
I'm
with
not
each other.
I'm not a species.
Human. We are human.
I am a human. I don't know about you.
In the nature world, what we call ourselves human, we only call ourselves human because we have the intellect to reason
Are
with
you
each other.
contending that you all the same?
That's not what human.
no,
That's not
I'm
what
saying
human
you're
means.
not the same.
That's
Or
not
not
what
same human.
You're
That's
not the
not what
same.
human means. I think
You're
you're
not the
missing.
same.
I think you're missing what.
What means humanity to
Alright?
you, sir? What means humanity to you?
What means humanity?
To you.
Humanity. What means?
When we say
humanity?
human being, what do you mean?
Well, I
For you
think
to be a human being, can I just say that? For you to be a human being, according, not me,
Okay.
according to the scientists,
Okay.
you have to be an African.
Okay.
According to the scientists, not me.
everybody got their own interpretation.
So if you're not an
They're
African,
saying-
you're not a human being.
They're saying that, yes,
Oh, okay.
original human being, original
Did
human
you hear
being.
it?
Because you
If
are
you're not African, you're not human being.
I mean,
Did you get
we're
it?
not disrespect. Original,
No.
I said, original.
No, my point is,
Original.
when I say human, for me it doesn't matter original.
Nothing matters to you because
copy.
you're all in a happy-go-lucky thing. We're not in a
And then he's
happy-go-lucky
talking
thing.
about
Okay,
message.
wait.
The message
Okay,
that he
wait.
made.
Wait,
and
wait,
he tried
wait.
to convey to you.
If you claim that the
Claim.
first human being,
Claim.
let's say,
Claim.
okay, let's
Claim.
say
You're using words that I don't agree with.
It's
Okay.
a fact. It's a fact.
the brother said,
It's not claim, it's a
If-
fact.
I said, what human being means to you?
What
He
does it
said,
mean?
if you're not black, you're not human being.
I say African
You're African.
in origin. I didn't say black. I didn't
Yeah.
put the color of white. I
Because
said
Okay.
African.
African.
you
But
mean
Af-
something.
what is an African? Tell me.
African is the first inhabitant of this realm of existence
Okay.
where we are.
Okay.
How do you
Yeah.
sure about that?
How we know?
Yeah.
According to scientific evidence and proven
scientific
Which
facts.
scientific?
Can
The
you
white
prove-
man.
No, the white man,
Wait,
African.
which African
You try,
scientist?
see, he
Which
tried to
African
distort the
scientist?
truth.
Brother.
We can't talk. We have to
I don't know.
talk.
I don't know this guy.
You-
What he thinks everything is funny.
The first
No,
African.
yes, there are some things in life which is funny. We have to accept that.
Which country?
You just
Oh,
came
is-
from
is-
Africa.
What?
Are there
This is-
something
this
in
is-
life
this is
funny?
my color. This
Would
is-
you agree, sir?
Is that which country?
This
I-
this is all of Africa. This is Ethiopia.
Would you agree?
This is the whole
Would you
Africa.
agree
All Africa.
that there are
That's
some
the name
things
of
in
the
life
whole
is funny?
Africa. Ethiopia, meaning burnt skin. That's what it means.
I assume it's Cote d'Ivoire.
Ethiopia is the
that?
place of civilization. When Ishmael run away to Egypt, yeah, we lost contact with you guys because you guys went away
Yeah.
with Ishmael.
So now
you're,
if
you're not really from Jacob. You're not
Okay.
really. You're not.
So you mean humanity for you means that when your brother got lost.
Humanity.
Wait, let me
Well,
finish.
you're using words.
If I come from you, the first man, the black man born in Africa, and I later on come
But you
from
agree or you disagree?
Wait,
That's the point.
let me
You need
finish.
to answer that.
Let me finish. If I got lost from you,
Yeah.
there was a particular time I got lost from you. Yeah?
Ooh,
and I,
ooh.
me as your brother, me,
You
the
didn't get
different
lost.
color.
You-
You just said
No, but-
Ishmael got lost.
Ishmael went away before we
Yeah,
were
he went
even-
away.
Before Jacob was even
Yeah.
born. Yeah.
So he went away, he lost his humanity.
He didn't lose his humanity.
He just said
What
if
he
you're
lost
not,
then?
what he lost
What
then?
did I say?
He lost his heritage, everything.
Why?
Because he went and he started to go out with the Egyptians, which his mom was an Egyptian, Ishmael,
What's her name?
by history.
What's her name?
Agar. Agar.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So?
Huh? We
So
mean
now,
so.
so
What are you saying so? Like I don't get it.
no, but if
What we're trying to
if a
establish?
tribe,
If you're human,
if a family splits in the middle, it doesn't make one superior than other.
I think we as black people are superior
Why? Why
because
you are better than anybody else?
because there's nothing under the sun that can happen to us.
How?
Like we
At
built
what
for our
standard?
conditions.
At
All
what standard?
weather.
Why? So you think like black man? I'm sorry to use this
Don't
word.
you think the black man
is better
had
than
the
white
same
man
mentality
or
like you,
color?
and you're a religious?
Because that's
Can I
from,
finish?
That's from.
Can I finish?
So why
When
you
have-
wearing?
when-
Why
when
you?
have you ever
So why you
finished?
wearing a why you wearing a jacket made by white man, for example?
Oh,
Even if you forgot to take this off, you're
because
supposed to take this off.
I'm a lost sheep. I'm
but
a
why?
lost sheep. Yeah.
Why?
I'm a lost sheep.
Why?
Whenever I find myself properly,
Yeah.
I will be wearing linen and robe,
Can I make a point?
white linen.
Brother, I'm a religious person and you might be a religious
I'm not,
person.
I'm not.
Okay, you know? You don't follow Bible?
I read the Bible. I'm not a religious person.
But you have it in your hands.
What do you
There's
mean
a
by I
difference.
read Bible and I'm not
There's-
religious?
So the Bible make you religious?
Yes.
Of course,
If you
it's a
read it.
text. And they call it the word of God.
That's down to your opinion or a fact. So okay, so if I read the Bible in
Yeah.
my house,
Yeah.
what religion am I?
If I see a person,
You know, you answer the question. If I'm in my house,
Yeah.
my mansion,
yeah,
2-bedroom,
yes,
Three.
and I'm reading my Bible every
yes,
day,
yeah,
Yeah.
and I step out in my front garden
Yeah.
with my Bible,
Yeah.
and you said this guy is religious. What religion am I?
I don't know
The book you
because
read, the book you are reading.
no,
book
no,
I read is
no,
a
you can be anybody.
Yeah.
My honest answer, you can be anybody.
But then that answer your question. So the reading the Bible doesn't associate it with no religion.
So then my next
No,
question is when you read the Bible.
If you read it every single day, so that's mean
No.
you are connected to it.
No, the next-
if you,
the
I
next
pray
question-
5 times a day, so I'm a Muslim. Do you understand? If I
Well,
read
you
Quran
can be
every
whatever
day,
you want.
Sorry?
You're a different species. You're a different set of people from I am.
so why I'm different?
No, we are
than
not.
you?
We are
You're-
human.
All right.
We are
Let-
human.
Let's not use
Why?
species.
We are human.
You're a different variant.
Why?
You know what variant means?
Yeah, but why?
So you're
why?
a variant.
Why
You're-
variation? Why there is a variation between me and you? Why?
Why there's a variation?
Why
When-
not classes?
Okay, I'm not the type of guy.
Can I make a point?
I'm not the type.
When God says I
so when
made,
you're ready to make your point, you just speak.
okay, you do.
When,
that.
as long as
Please,
He allow
please.
you to.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
we like to speak to you. No, we
It's
like
nice
to
to
speak
ask
to you.
somebody.
I know.
This is a
It's
very
nice to
sign.
ask somebody.
Yeah.
It's
This is
ethics.
Well, you didn't
sign.
ask me.
Okay, can I talk,
Say.
sir? Okay. Like when we read in the text, like God says that I made you in different nations and in different languages or in different tribes, what I should get it that God made it in different tribes, or God made it in
God, when
different
you say
complexes.
God, I don't really like to use the term God.
To
God.
recognize
Okay,
each
let
other, to
let
talk to
me
each
talk
other,
about
to
my God.
communicate.
I call it Allah.
This is our God. God.
This is our God code.
We believe in Him. We believe in Him.
You believe in Allah.
In Allah.
You
And he's
believe-
not a
Maybe
racist.
You believe in
God.
Allah,
Yeah, I believe in
Yes.
Allah.
and you don't think Allah is racist?
Why? Why? Why you think that? I think He's not. Why you think He's racist?
He says Rabb
Can you
al-Alameen.
say that? Can you say it to us? Why you think God is racist?
We have proof. He says Rabb al-Alameen,
No, no. Why you think God is racist?
the God of whole world, the world.
Okay, let me see
No,
something.
you
Let
said
me
God
see
is
something.
racist. You made a
Let
claim.
me see
Can you
something. Let me
support
see
your
something.
claim, please? Oh my goodness
No,
me!
come on, Bible, man.
I believe you are
That's
not a
my
Christian.
Bible.
I believe you are
That's
not a
my
Christian.
Bible.
I believe
That's
that.
my
I believe
Bible.
if this is your
That's
holy
my
book,
Bible.
you shouldn't do like
That's
that.
my Bible.
You put it in the
It's
floor. You
my
put something
Bible.
on the top of
It's
it.
my Bible.
Even you
do
forgot to
whatever.
take this off, mate.
It's my Bible.
You forgot to
Look,
take this
look,
off.
look.
We don't have to be like this. Let's have a good conversation.
That's what I'm saying. You know
Let's
what I
have a
mean?
good conversation.
That's what I mean.
At least we can take something from it, yeah? Please. Let's not mock and let's not use condescending
Have you got
language.
Quran? You got Quran?
Why you want
Quran, no, I
Quran
don't
for?
have it.
Why am I talking to this man? And
I'm asking you, why
I
do
don't
you-
even have
I
to
got
speak
Quran,
to you.
what do you
I've
need
got
Quran?
the right not to speak to you.
Sorry?
The way you're speaking to me when I'm speaking to him is as if you're trying to intimidate me, but in a more
Okay.
in a
That's
more
a big
in a
word.
more taller.
That's a big
way.
word.
You know
I
what I
will
mean?
shut
That's
my
a big
mouth.
word.
I will shut my mouth.
Chill.
Okay, yalla.
I'm trying to find something. Yeah. what
I
is
am
it?
not that knowledgeable to answer every question of yours. If I have difficulty,
Okay.
can you allow me to
I'll
get a
put-
brother who knows more than me? Yeah. Thank
fine.
you.
That's fine.
I might not know the answer, so I'm not gonna say anything from my stomach. There we go.
Okay.
It will be something very bad.
I'm putting Israelite in the Quran, yeah?
Okay.
When it's mentioned.
Please.
How are you anyway? Long time I haven't seen you. Alhamdulillah. Everything is alright. To see you. Yeah, nice conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, it has to be nice.
Civilized, you know.
Let's discuss. What do you think, my man? What do you think about this point? What do you think about this point? And at the end, just shake hands and go, whatever. So what? At least we talked about our differences. It's good to talk, my man.
Yeah. I want to see. Allah wills, guided. So you believe?
Just give me the idea, what you got
Yeah,
from
we can
that,
talk about
so
it.
we can
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah. What is the idea?
I believe that Allah,
Yes.
he really Muhammad, he really loved the Israelites, and he believed that the God of the Israelites is a very powerful, and the people of Israel are very true to their God.
I agree.
So that means if we're true to our God,
Yeah.
that means we serve different gods.
No.
If Allah said in the Quran,
Yes.
that the Israelites,
Yes.
are my favorite slaves.
Used
Yeah.
to.
He didn't say used to. He didn't say used to, but
Used
that's
to.
fine
He
if
said
you
used
said
to.
used to. Okay.
Okay.
If Allah
Yeah.
said that we are
Chose you Israelites,
chose we
the
Israelites,
nation of
Choosing,
Israelites.
choosing.
but
To
then
do what? To do what?
To do what?
to be his favorite slaves.
To
do what?
Slave doing what?
To show who?
What does mean slave by
Just
Allah?
explain that to me, because
Okay. When Quran
okay.
talks about that,
Slavery.
look,
slaves.
that when we chose the nation of Israel, so they can live as a nation under the umbrella of God.
why?
Wait, let me finish. Under the umbrella of God and show humanity so how you can live under the umbrella of God. But they became under them nifaq, that they said, no, we are the people. The rest are no. This book is for us. When Allah talks about, as my teacher said, is telling how they become corrupted. Of
They
course.
who? They who?
Wait.
But you said they, and I'm gonna see the they when you're telling me to wait.
Wait.
They who?
Wait, so I'm finishing. We believe, because our Prophet tells us that after the ummah of the Prophet, the biggest ummah is the Musa alayhi salam's nation. So many people believed in him. They followed him. But through the ages, it got changed. Because Allah talks about it in Quran that we did not promise that we're gonna save those religions
And the books.
and on the books. And like an iPhone, it came the Torah, upgrade. And when Islam came and Allah said, now your religion is complete.
Whose religion?
Humanities. You are thinking Quran talks about how to become Arab, how to become Pakistani, how to become Irani, how to become Afghani. No. When you read, it talks about humanity.
One people.
Because Allah says, I'm Rabbul Alameen. Oh, ya ayyuhan nas. Oh, people, not oh Muslims. Oh, Arab.
So hold on. So if the Israelites,
Yes.
if the Israelites couldn't be conquered because their God delivered them from Allah, yeah. So doesn't that mean there is another God differently from Allah?
No, but Allah says, I'm not any different God. I'm the God of Moses. I'm the God of Jesus.
Yes.
I'm the God of Abraham. Because if you look through the history of the prophets, none of them came and said a different thing. All of them were consistent and said there is only one God. And Islam claims
Believe
to
in
be
one God, sir?
the finishing.
Believe in one God?
Yeah, but not Allah.
Who's the God
Not
then?
Allah.
Who's this God?
Not Allah.
Who's the God? Yes. If it's not Allah, who's he?
I think I'm not ready to tell you who my God.
No, it's your choice,
Yeah,
my brother.
But Allah,
But at
Allah
least
is
think.
I think that Allah is I think that Muhammad is a liar.
Oh,
I
why are
think-
you attacking Muhammad?
Because he's the one that tells the lies and that make you
lies
guys
he
believe.
Can I make a point?
Yeah.
Can I make a point? I believe the problem of today's society is they come to conclusion first
Yes.
and then they go to evidence.
Yes.
And when they go to the evidence, they only find evidences which is correct with their conclusion. They negate every evidence which refutes that conclusion. My brother, have you researched everything and then you come to a conclusion that the Prophet Muhammad is a liar, yeah?
If I
No, did you research, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
And then you came to conclusion.
I get it.
Okay.
Okay, what is
I-
it?
What is it?
So what do you find Muhammad a liar?
Why he lied?
You said he's a liar. Yeah? You
I ask
can
you one
say-
question.
Ask please.
Didn't Muhammad say? Didn't he say that the Israelites are
Choosing people, the
no?
right people.
He said look to the Israelites for prophecies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Where would the prophecies come from?
Allah.
Allah. So, are we allowed to go and see the stone that you guys worship? Are we allowed?
You don't worship
We're
the
not-
stone. Why
We
you
don't
say
worship the
worship a
stone. Who told you
Why
we
say
worship the
that?
stone, man?
Why
You don't
say
worship
that?
the stone.
No.
We do not.
Who's told you?
Who told
See,
you that?
misconception. You
What do
haven't.
you do? What do you do
My
with the
brother,
I have a stone in my
you
pocket.
haven't seen the
Do I carry
evidence.
stone
My
with me?
brother. Can I say? You came to conclusion. That's my point.
The conclusion
You
is
did
wrong.
not see the evidence.
Yes.
You came to conclusion, and
What
now
is the
you're
stone?
looking to evidence that which can justify your conclusion. You saw a Muslim doing this. You came to conclusion. Oh,
Why would they be doing
he
that?
prays to that.
But ask
Okay,
us to do
ask a
so.
Muslim.
Why would
God
why-
asking us to do
Please,
so.
please tell me.
God ask us to do so. So we're doing what is the God
Prophet
asking us to
Muhammad
do?
ﷺ said, if it was not that I was ordered to do, it doesn't benefit me, or it doesn't.
He means al-hajar
Yeah,
al-as'adiyya.
it-
He means the black
Or you talking about the
Oh,
Kaaba?
I'm talking about the
No.
black stone. You're talking about the black stone.
So
You know
what?
the black stone.
What stone
Are you talking about the Kaaba?
Black stone. No,
Is
the
that,
black stone.
is that Kaaba? Is that?
No, the black
No.
stone.
The
There's
black
a stone,
stone.
there's a stone
No,
inside.
we don't pray for that.
We
The
kiss it.
Prophet said,
Kiss
I
it.
only do it and it doesn't benefit me or it doesn't harm me.
So let me ask you. So millions of people, and everyone have to go there at least once in their lifetime. Why, if it doesn't benefit nothing?
No,
Doesn't matter if you don't have the money.
no,
if
Hajj
you
is
are not-
totally different.
If you don't have the money, if you don't have the
To
ability
kiss
to
the
go,
stone
that's fine.
is one ritual of many rituals.
So do you have to be a Muslim to visit the stone?
Yes. Yes.
No, some
Yes.
my
Why?
brother.
Why is that? Why is that?
You're asking me why is that?
Yes. I told you to have to be. No. How can you go to America? If you want to go to America, how can you go to America?
No, he said
No,
it's
no.
not Muslim.
Yeah,
he's
it's
gonna-
not
he's
allowed.
gonna-
No,
he's
I got
gonna
it
use-
right.
he's
I got
gonna
it right.
use-
If you are,
gonna use
if
immigration
you are African from African country and you want to go to America, what are you supposed to do?
Get a visa.
Thank you. The same thing.
So
the
if
same
I want,
thing.
so
the same
if,
thing
so,
applies.
so God, so Allah needs a visa.
No Allah. To
But
be
it
there,
is
to
what
be
it
is.
in this
No,
place,
we live in a modern
there is
world.
rules. To
We
visit
live in a
this-
modern world, brother.
To visit this place,
Modern world, so
I
you got
answered your
modern
Can I
question.
make a point?
Bro.
I answered
Can I
your
make a
question,
point?
You don't get it.
Can I make a point? There are some stuff, if you ask me in
is a
Islam,
rules.
I cannot explain it. Okay, wait. Our tradition says if you do wudu, the oblation,
Exactly.
you should do this. It's done. If I tell you I'm cleaning my foot, sense, logic tells me I should clean underneath.
That one is more
But the
dirty.
Prophet said do this. If you tell me why I do this, I don't know.
Is he my prophet? Or
You
your
don't get
prophet?
the,
No,
you
you're
don't get
asking
it.
us why non-Muslim
Do this or do that. There are some stuff that our Prophet did it. Simple as
I
that.
told you there is a route, certain routes. Each country in the world, even England, to come to England, you need a visa. To go to America, you need a visa, and they're asking you, are you
If you
racist?
tell me why
Are you
you
racist
pray 5
against this,
times, not
against
6
that,
times,
against
I can't
that?
tell
You
you.
said no, I'm not
It
against
was
it.
told and we do it.
Like you, like you,
All
Sorry?
my program.
like you.
You know why I'm not programmed?
Why?
Because if I read this
No,
book,
but you have been told 5.
if I read
We have
this
been
book,
told 1.
if I read this book,
We have been
you're
told
telling
5.
me I have to be off a contingent of people or something to read the book.
Every day. If you read it every day, that's what you
I
So
say.
can
if I
ask
read it
you
once or
because
twice-
if you tell me to
read it
jump over a
every
building, I would say,
single
why
day.
should I
You said
jump?
You read it every single day.
Yeah.
My question,
No, but praying doesn't harm you or praying is something.
Why don't you reason and the difference between 1 and 5
Because,
is irrelevant?
because that's what we call it religion. And at that point, belief comes in.
No,
There are
because
some stuff
there's
that you have to believe in it.
Facts. There's belief
Yes.
and then there's facts.
Can a belief be true without the proof?
A belief can be true. A
Without the
belief-
proof.
I
That's
believe.
lack of intelligence.
Yeah, it is.
No, but it can be, sir. I believe.
Oh, it is.
I believe 1 + 1 makes
It
2.
is, and go
I
back.
believe. I believe that
Thank you.
I believe that you've been told what to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree that. As a human being,
But he
yeah, I
admits
agree.
that.
Thank you.
No,
He
I agree.
admits
I
that.
agree.
He
As a
admits
human
he's
being,
been told.
we need to be told to learn things.
But then that's why you said I'm a Christian, because you're saying if someone didn't teach me
Yes.
how to read the Bible and how to understand it,
Yes.
then I must be a Christian. And I'm saying to you,
No, I said I don't know. You can be anything. I said.
I've been told I was a Christian, for want of better word, that after seeing the world and the things that happen in the world, I'm not a Christian anymore.
Why?
Because the world is so bad.
And
God
because-
was good, religion
and
is
because-
Oh,
good.
so the world is
I'm
bad,
so-
that's why God doesn't exist.
No, you know why you choose not to be a Christian
yes,
anymore? You know why you
basically,
choose
yes,
not to be a Christian
basically,
no more? You know why you choose not to be a Christian?
Please.
And
Because
you
I
can
had the
choose.
choice.
Yeah, and you
Because I
can
had the
choose
choice.
whether you want to be a Muslim or not.
Of course, I agree.
Because
I agree.
because
I agree.
because it's a committee of people.
Yeah?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with spiritual growth.
Why not?
How?
If there are,
if a woman-
if there are 5 committees of people, and everybody claims to be true, and we know something called truth exists, can one of these from 5 communities, one of them can be true? Thank you very much. That's my point.
So but then unless you prove
one
that truth,
can't determine.
unless you prove that truth,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
it will just be
but
a
we
belief.
can prove it with what? A belief, with reasoning.
You can prove what you prove.
No,
you can
not
prove what you prove in
reasoning,
your
with
Why
book.
not?
Ru-
Why
wait,
not?
wait.
With intellectually reason.
I don't see that you're doing any reasoning.
Exactly.
I am.
No,
Okay,
not if
where
you're-
do you come
not if-
from, sir?
Where do I come from?
Yeah.
It depends. I come from a long, long way away now, but I'm visiting. And I
No,
am
sir, I
an
said,
Englishman.
how
I am a
did you
Brit-
born? Did
I was born here.
no? I said, did you create yourself?
Did I create my... No.
That's my
science,
point. Where do you come from?
Science created it.
How?
Well, it happened as an interchange of
We
man
just
and
popped,
woman.
popped into the existence.
No, but when it comes out, it can be different.
No, but I'm saying, how then? How?
But it's a scientific fact that it happens.
How,
God
sir?
didn't do it.
So
My
we
mother
came.
and my father
We
did
came.
it.
We came out of nothing then.
No, we didn't. We came out of science.
We are
came
different
out
people
of,
that came from different places.
Yeah,
and
I
when
No,
you
my
get,
point is not.
but when you understand
humanity,
that,
humanity.
You came-
but when you when you
Humanity,
can
where did it come
understand
from?
that,
But humanity has changed. 5,000, 50,000 years ago, we were
No, our way
climbing
of
up
life
trees.
changed. Our way of life changed,
No,
sir. Our
no.
nature didn't change. The greed is
totally-
there. The war is there. The greed for money, for
No.
for respect,
You-
for
you're
fame
not-
is still
you're not
there.
that- you're not
Our
talking
nature
that-
will never change.
That's a change.
We became modernized, sir. We became
You
technology.
asked me.
Technology.
Where did I?
I lost my word.
Yeah.
English is my second language. Sorry, sir. Yeah. English is my second language.
That's okay. The thing is,
Technology. Blah, blah.
I get that problem
No,
myself with Spanish.
technologically advanced. That's what.
But
technically,
No.
technologically.
Technology.
technological.
Technologically, we advanced, but our nature, sir, is still the same. We still cheat. We still rape.
That's true.
We still lie. We still stab each other. That's my point. When people says that, oh, we became now modernized and we got iPhones, let's forget about the creator, then I'm going to ask you, where do you come from then?
I go the opposite direction. I don't accept the attitude of
Your creator is different from my creator.
How?
I understand your point and I accept your point.
How?
Because my mom and my dad are two black people.
But my creator says I've created different colors and different tribes.
You cannot create a black man.
No, I said my creator.
Your creator is different from my creator.
So, okay, does your creator created white men?
No.
Okay, but my creator says I've created everybody.
Bullshit.
So whose creator is better?
Mine.
And my creator is better. Bro, you
There's no-
cannot produce a white.
It's
You
all
cannot
one
No,
produce a
I'm
white
saying
man.
everyone.
It's
You're
all the
saying
same
your
creator.
creator created only you. I'm saying my created everything and everybody and every color.
The only reason why I don't say you come from us is because you come from Ishmael. You was the firstborn for Abraham.
That's where you bring division. God is not division, my friend. God
Bro,
has created
everybody
everybody.
use this term God.
Everybody
I
the same.
believe in a different God from I do. Why you keep saying God?
No, but okay,
Say
tell
Allah.
me.
Say
Okay,
Allah.
okay, let's.
I know nothing of Allah.
Okay, for the
other
sake
than
of argument.
other than their lies.
Okay, for the sake of
Other than
argument.
there's loads of lies. Loads of lies. Loads of lies.
You are
I talk?
Christian.
No, I'm not Christian.
Ah, yeah.
Can I make a point? For the sake of argument, your God is different, my God is different.
I
Yes,
said that, yes.
you said that.
Yeah, I said that.
Let's believe.
My Almighty.
Okay, now
Because
you people judge. His God to my God is different. His God says he only have created Israelite, the black man
And woman.
and woman, nobody else. But my God says I've created everybody
But you got his
equal.
lies.
So
equal.
which God is better? That's
Your
what I'm
God
saying.
didn't create me.
Eh?
Allah didn't create me.
See, that's a hypocrisy then, man.
Who is Allah? Who is Allah? Tell me about Allah.
Is God
Have
racist?
you? God, yes. My God is.
Thank you.
My God is.
No, it's okay, man. No, come on.
My
This is
God
rubbish.
is.
Bueno,
Bueno,
good
bueno.
fun. Bye bye.
God is one. La ilaha
Cheers.
illallah.
Where are you? Where are you?
Moses said.
Content over everything. From your belly. Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen.
Quantitative easy.
What is quantitative easy? It's very important to know. So you don't make a mistake of living the stranglehold of anguish for not having as much money as celebrities. You will accept your condition.
I remember you from years back. You used to be
Hey, I'll be a
celebrity
celebrity soon. Totally. Give me like 10 years or 20. I'll be